How to stop comparing yourself to others. This is probably one of the hottest topics in self-improvement. If you agree to that, I think so. Because if you look at every classical self-improvement YouTuber, they probably have a video about how you can stop comparing yourself to others. Including me. And the main premise of those videos is the fact that comparing yourself to other people makes you unhappy, so don't do it. When you see a sick gaming computer ad, your laptop seems to kind of like work a little slower that day. By the way, I just got this new MacBook and it's awesome. I bought it from the money I made on YouTube, so good. When you see a guy that is in your dream shape, your muscles kind of look a little smaller that day. And that's why all these YouTubers are talking about why you should never compare yourself to other people. However, when I think about the question, this is an advice that I also gave for a long time, as you guys know. But when I think about it, actually, we are all human. We will be never able to completely stop ourselves from comparing each other, comparing ourselves to other people. That is never gonna happen. Because this is something that is ingrained into us for thousands of years. Just think about it. Thousands of years ago, the stronger society, the stronger men survived, whilst the weak didn't. So there was nothing like, oh, be happy with what you have. If you weren't strong enough, you wouldn't really survive. So the advice, stop comparing yourself to other people, does not actually work, and I really feel bad that I promoted that for a long time. So it is in our nature to compare ourselves to the people who are doing better than us. And it is also in our nature to compare ourselves to the people who are at our level, which you can call them your competition, which I call them my competition, to be honest, bro. And I don't think comparing yourself to those people is a bad thing. Now, just because of the fact that I said that, I probably triggered some self-love 947th Netflix binge day and like warm bath with candles type of people, so good. When I look at my life, comparison really pushed me to make progress much faster than anyone I know in 3 categories in my life. And those are fitness, finances, and grades. I started going to the gym directly after I went into high school, which means for the first 1 year of high school, I actually made sick progress, to be honest. That was the newbie gains that people who go to the gym essentially call it. I went from a skinny kid to kind of like a muscly kid, and that was a big deal in my life, to be honest, because I was going to the gym like every single day, and I was really hyped for it. My guy friends were like, oh, nice arms, nice abs, like nice shoulders, man. And after I made that progress, my friends started going to the gym as well, because they were like, oh, this guy Ahmet is making some sick progress, I want to have that too. And people were complimenting me for my physique because of the fact that I went from a completely skinny kid to a little like a muscly kid. I fell into comfort, basically. I felt into this position where I didn't want to go to the gym because I felt like I already beat my competition, because I thought that my competition was the class that included like 30 students, which was a stupid idea. I was a stupid kid back then, man. What a fucking idiot. Then of course my competition surpassed me because of the fact that they were putting in the work and I was not. So the moment I saw that, I was comparing myself to them without even knowing, because I am a human, and that comparing myself to that person was literally not in my control. I was doing that even if I didn't want to do it. And that comparison fueled me with literally motivation. And I went back to the gym, I started working out, and I started making sick progress again, because I wanted to be better than them. And the thing is, yes, that is ego, but just look at the transformation that ego could essentially get me to. You might say that it's unhealthy, but that ego helped me to make progress much faster than anyone I knew. Look, competition is what we need to grow, because people, men, thrive when there's a competition. But it doesn't matter if there's specifically a physical competition or not. You can create that competition in your mind. That guy's business is making more money than yours. Tell yourself, I'm gonna surpass that motherfucker in 6 months. If there's a guy that has a better body than you, that you know him, then tell yourself, give me a year, I will make the tables turn. You see that mindset now? That mindset will make you work with fire. That mindset will give you that insane motivation that you need. When I was in that mindset, when I was working out with my friends, we were basically in a competition. We still are in a competition, to be honest, man. And I never have that feeling where I don't feel like going to the gym. Every single day, not every single day, I go every single day that I have in my program, and I never feel like, oh, I don't want to go to the gym today. Because there's a competition and I want to beat them. So create that competition in your mind, and that is going to be something really, really good for you. I read Ego is the Enemy by Ryan Holiday, and I know for a fact that a lot of people are, Spurs are going to go and comment this book and tell me to read it and stuff. I read it already. And I know for a fact that competition, ambition is probably the right word, and ambition makes men thrive, man. If you can put yourself in a position where you are in a competition, where you want to be better than other people, you will make insane progress, I promise you that. In the first year of high school, I started studying with essentially the brightest minds in our country. My school is the top 1 ranked school in my country, and it just accepts like first 500 students in the whole country, and I was the 402nd or something. And when I started going to that school and when I started meeting with those people, I was at the bottom of the essentially academic success in that school. And I was like, no, like even just being at the bottom of that list is already actually really, really, really good. But I was like, no, I cannot accept that. No, I'm not gonna get average grades in this school. And that was the motivation that I needed. I was like, no, I'm not gonna be an average person here. I'm not gonna be an average student. So I put in the work. I started studying harder and smarter than other people. And that allowed me to get better grades than them. Yes, that's ego, but that ego pushed me to study harder than them and smarter than them, which was exactly what I needed to make progress. We are always fed this narrative that comparing yourself to other people is bad, competition is bad, just be happy with what you have, and it feels like a good way to look at things, but it actually is not. Look, you should be grateful for every single bit of progress you make. That is just so important. You should be grateful for everything that you have ever lived in your life. However, you should not be satisfied. You should want more things in life, and you should go after them, because you have the potential. Like if you're watching a video like this, instead of like a spurgy, I don't know, like a gaming video, you have the potential. You can do it. So do it. Beat your competition. I truly feel grateful for the progress I've made in my life. Building this business, achieving a certain amount of like physique, and just getting better in every area of my life, and I do not feel satisfied. And the thing is, I know for a fact that I will find even better ways so that I can find that was a stupid sentence. I'm trying to find even more ways that I can beat my competition. And that is the bottom line. You should do that too. And this is not selfish. Don't be weak. It's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. That's an important quote. I guess that was from Joe Rogan. Reject modernity and beat your competition. Watch this video next because I'm gonna explain you how self-improvement essentially saved my life. And of course, as always, I love you, I support you, keep crushing it, and give me a fist bump.